It's been 2 years since I got my Seiko SNKL45, and it's still my #1 watch for under $100. When I first got it in 2019, it was supposed to be a gift for someone else, but after seeing the watch for myself, I ended up keeping it. Over the years, after experiencing different kinds of watches in different budget ranges, I still stand by recommending the SNKL45 to anyone that's looking for their first budget automatic watch. So why is it my #1 recommendation for watches under $100? Number 1. It looks more expensive than $100. With the applied hour markers and the mix of brushed and polished on the case, it doesn't look like a simple, affordable watch. The details make it look like more thought and more work went into it. How clean it looks inside also indicates good quality to me, unlike those other fashion watches that cost the same or more with questionable quality. I've gotten a lot of compliments on this watch, and my mom even asked on one occasion if it was a Rolex, but take that with a grain of salt. Of course, at this price point, you're only getting mineral crystal and a folded link bracelet. Number 2. It looks like it fits different occasions. Because of the classic case shape and colors, you can use it on casual occasions and more dressy occasions. It also looks good on different straps. The red seconds hand here adds a subtle sporty vibe, something you can't see from afar, which kind of feels like a fun little secret for the wearer. If you're not into this colorway, check out the SNKL41 and the SNKL43. Also, watch out, don't take it swimming. Number 3, 37mm is a classic, timeless size. Throughout the decades, what's considered fashionable in watch sizes fluctuated from small to big, and then it seems like it's starting to go back to small again. 37mm seems to be a size that's been acceptable throughout the years. It just makes sense to me to have watches in a size that would be wearable in the decades to come and would be wearable for both men and women. Of course, that would depend on your wrist size and what you're comfortable with. Number 4, it has a convenient and reliable automatic movement. While the Seiko 7S26 is a non-hacking and non-winding movement, it's still a reliable movement in my personal experience. I don't think I've ever had any problems in my life just because a watch did not wind or did not hack. All the average person really needs is for the watch to be accurate and for the watch to not die on you. And thankfully, this movement has a power reserve of 41 hours. It also has a quick set function for both the day and the date, which is surprisingly not that common. I've had other watches in the same price range, and I've always had to go through the hassle of doing the 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. wind just to move the day of the week along. Over the past 2 years, I've experienced more watches in the same price range, a mix of vintage and modern, manual and automatic, and in the end, I still go back to my SNKL45 if I need something reliable and convenient. Number 5. Seiko's brand recognition. Seiko has been around since 1881 and they've got an excellent brand reputation. Seiko also led the quartz revolution in 1969, which wiped out a lot of its Swiss competitors. In the world of watches, Seiko is formidable indeed. Also, to me, this case shape is just so classic Seiko. Out of all the Seiko 5 cases out there, this is the one that looks most similar to the vintage King Seiko watches and Grand Seiko watches. So those are my 5 reasons. I do have one major negative that I should mention, the jangly folded link bracelet. The folded link bracelet kind of feels cheap and light, and it affects the whole wearing experience. While the SNKL45 does look good on different straps, I usually avoid taking it off the bracelet because in my experience, it's tough to remove and to put on the end links. I don't know if that's just me. I've had a harder time with this compared to my other bracelets. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions or any comments. If you'd like to see more Seiko 5 watches, check these out.